What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the It's Trinity Podcast, episode 69. Very nice. Sorry, I had
Very
to.
nice. Nice, nice.
But if you guys need to make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the notification bell. That being said, let's kind of get right into it.
And I'm not going to go through the entire thing with this, all right?
Yeah,
it's too graphic. I realized that I wrote it down, but I'm not going to, it's too graphic.
Very.
But the gist of it is, it ain't good.
It isn't.
It ain't good. The whole thing with Vince McMahon, the allegations, and all that nonsense. The woman that the allegations are about came forward, pretty much.
And we're not going to name her because, boy, I mean, talk about the least amount of. I mean, just like I said, disclaimer: we're not going to really get a name it like this person because she deserves the privacy.
Out of respect,
at this time.
Yeah.
And oh, good Lord. Yeah, that good Lord. It's, as we said, it is disgusting. Like,
pretty much, she was only hired so that him and John Laurinaitis can make sexual advances to her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she left. And that's why she made those allegations. Because of that. She came forward and said those things. Basically what happened. But if you read the whole 67-page confession or whatever, or
it's the court document.
If you read the 67-page court document, you're gonna be sick to your damn stomach. Just telling you that now. You're gonna be sick.
I even bother reading
thing. I was almost sick.
I think it's like, if we're not saying that to be facetiously, it is disgusting.
It gets pretty freaking graphic and disgusting.
Yeah, as you go along.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're not going to too much talk about it because, well, we don't want to make you guys want to be sick to your stomach. Basically, in other words, he's pretty much fucked.
He's pretty much grade A fucked. Like, nothing short of fucked. He is, like, for sure fucked. Like, yeah, you can't run or hide from this.
No, you really can't. And the fact you had a lot of like major news outlets coming after your ass too. So,
and I was just watching a video on, like, he was on a show with a former employee in 1992, and this former employee turned talk show host blasted his ass.
And rightfully so. Like,
he was saying, you hired me on a 2-year deal to announce, but yet since I didn't want to screw your vice president, you fired me.
Oh,
he blasted him. I was like, damn.
Like, it's also disgusting that the fact that there's screenshots of the actual text messages from Vince himself. It's like, yeah, this is
And you know who his vice president was at the time, right?
Yeah.
His own fucking wife.
And it's funny because and we all knew, like, Stephanie didn't want to do nothing with him, and obviously, people.
It came out that Shane distanced himself from him.
Rightfully so. I mean, they're just like, first of all, I was like, fuck that. It's like, there's no way in hell that I want to be honestly, if I'm Shane
with a monster like that,
I'm kind of wondering if Shane
want to be associated. Like, come on.
I wonder if Shane's thing is that maybe I should get my, like, really should be considering getting, like, his name changed.
He said flat out when he was talking about why he left. He basically flat out said, I don't want to be like my dad.
Right.
And rightfully so. Who wants to be like a monster like that?
And as we said too, and this is not the first time Vince McMahon has been in shit like this before.
You go back to the 90s. Years. This has stemmed years. The first allegation that really got swept under the rug because bullshit, it shouldn't have been, was in 1992.
I think it was a former female who had a
former female rep.
It had who Vince had a 4-letter R word charge against him, and we're not just if you know, you know. We'll leave it at that. So it's like I said, as we said, if you want to look this for yourself, like, God bless your soul after that, because you probably be in the bathroom, probably puking up what you had.
Yeah.
It really, and it's
And
not.
the thing is, Rob, it got gross. I didn't even finish page 2.
No, it gets worse.
It gets way worse.
I said, yeah, you know what? I can't do. Ugh.
But yeah, there was a 67-page court document that was released to the public, and a lot of YouTube content creators, they did air the entire 67-page in a live stream. We're not going to do that.
No, like,
It's too gross. It's too gross.
And plus, too, it's for those who are victims, we ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that to you guys. We ain't doing that.
And it's not just Vince who's getting cooked. Brock
John
also
Laryngitis.
Well, we all know that him.
Mr. John Laryngitis. Yes, I'm calling him John Laryngitis. He's that much of a dickhead that I'm gonna call him John Laryngitis.
And
normal.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like I said, good Lord. So another thing is too that I saw, and not just from John Laryngitis. Sorry, it just. But
listen, I mean,
it doesn't kind of sound like it. But also, Brock Lesnar is also fucked too.
Everybody calls him that because he's that much of a dickhead. So it's like,
rightfully so. And also, Brock Lesnar is also fucked too, because remember, he's another guy that once WWE superstar. That guy,
Vince tried to traffic her to him.
Mm-hmm.
And this man was dumb enough to accept fucking nudes.
You thought that was bad?
They weren't even consented by this woman.
I pulled up page 38 of, and God, I'm not going to read it, but oh my God, he in page 38 that told a certain person that he will be his quote unquote playmate. You know how fucking bad that is. I really,
but you know what's sad about that whole entire ordeal? What was one of the sponsors in 2000s?
Yeah, girls.
That makes it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But it really is mind-boggling that. Now, granted, in TKO, they actually, which that leads to my next point, that they actually did a file about his resignation, and the fact that he's not going to weasel his way back in, because for those who really paid attention to it, like, he gave up most of his majority ownership.
They put up the fucking wall for this motherfucker. Like, you're not coming back. You're not here anymore. You're gone. Blacklisting you. You're gone.
Because, and kudos to TKO, because like they're doing their due diligence, and that's why he has her statement. Well, I think they put out a statement, but I think they just didn't want to see too much, because there was still an investigation underway just to make sure.
They basically said they resigned, and I know there's some people that were pissy that Triple H didn't say anything at the press conference. There's an investigation going on.
Yeah.
Come on, like, what are they supposed to say? What are they supposed to say? It's a personal matter. They need to focus on, and Triple H only said focus on the positives tonight.
Rumble was tonight. Actually, that was the next thing I had in my notes that we just briefly
focus on the positives. Focus on but then people were getting pissy. I saw a creator on TikTok. I respect him. I like him, but he was completely wrong in this, and I respectfully disagree on it. Is the fact that you wanted him to say something about this when there's an investigation going
on? Why do you think? Okay, so, and that's another thing too. Like if people are gonna make a big fuss about it, it's just like, it's kind of weird, because it's like when you look at like these crime shows and shit like that, you don't hear nobody else making a big fuss about it. Say they're gonna do their investigation, all the due diligence on this.
They'll release statements after investigation is over. Every single time They've specified they will release a statement after the investigation is over. This is no
Eh,
different.
It's
No
they're
damn
going
different.
through the same process as you would see in regular society.
And
Well,
modern day,
actually,
in any source of like crime or whatever, we'll release more when we know all the details. And if we know all the details, we'll release more when the investigation's over. And the court finds them guilty or not guilty. We'll release more on that.
so we did
But
have some
people,
breaking news, or about 30 minutes ago, by the time we went live, that the Bella twins have issued a statement on allegations made against Vince McMahon and their stepfather John Laurinaitis. So this is basically what
to
Nikki and
be
Bree said.
fucking related to that doofus,
Because it gets worse. So Nikki and Brie Bella put out a statement because after John Laurinaitis married their mother Kathy back in 2016. So they go on to say, "quote We are shocked and concerned with the recent allegations against the members of the WWE. It has been a lot of process since we found out this past week. Just as you all did, this is something that we don't stand for or condone for anyone that, no matter who they are, we all want women to feel safe and support in the workplace and everyday lives." Well, yeah, this has always been the biggest problem, no matter if you're a pro wrestling fan or you work a normal 9 to 5. And look, I know we give the Bella twins, well, mostly Nikki, most shit, but you got at least got to be got to look at from their side of things. And I do agree that like
true.
women,
But yeah, I look at it from their side. They're women, so obviously they're pissed off. They're irritated by the situation, and rightfully so. And like honestly, dude, it it just irritates me that this shit's going on, and it's really irritating.
it's been going on for far too long,
It's
and
been going on for
we're
2 damn
finally seeing some
years.
actions. It's not, and here's the thing too, Tyler. It's just not this SA and the sex trafficking. Remember too, you also got the steroid scandal back in the 90s, the
Yeah,
Owen
you
Hart
had
death, the
the
Chris
drug
Benoit
distribution.
situation,
Yeah, you had the drug distribution
and
shit
you
in
had
the
Hulk Hogan later
90s.
flat out admitting it. Yeah,
It's like I did steroids. They gave me steroids. Hell, you had years later, I think you had Honky Tonk Man flat out admit that he did steroids.
yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, the talent was taking them like they were candy, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah,
That's
Vince is. I don't know how the hell Vince got all scot free with that. I have no idea how he
not
got
this
that.
time, but
It took until somebody killed his kids or killed his kid and his wife and then himself for them to freaking do something about the drugs.
yeah,
Like, really? It took you until that?
yeah, and it's not just that too, and the fact that he was one of the reasons why that Owen Hart. Well, actually, no, I'm saying that's more on Vince Russo. That's the other Vince.
No, it was on Vince McMahon too because he forced him to do it. He said, "No, you're
And
doing
there's another
this."
way you see Martha fucking hate the company and still
Yeah,
has
she
bad
sued him.
blood.
She sued him and won the case.
And good for, and obviously kudos to her. And as we, and you know, and I will not be surprised because obviously this is going to be a civil. This is a civil matter. From according to the court case, according to that document, which I just decided to click out of because I'm not going to look
As
into
of
it.
right now, this is just a civil lawsuit.
I would not be surprised if any of the WWE superstars come out and testify against Vince because, good lord, I really hope that day does come to happen and just see his ultimate downfall. And
I
look,
think we're seeing it. I think we're seeing it. The guy doesn't own the company anymore. He resigned. He's got these allegations on him, which honestly came to pass the last couple years. Triple H has been in creative, the head of creative for the last couple years.
yep.
So he's basically not running. He's not running the company, but he's just overseeing the money part at that point. So we didn't even think he was running. He was running the company
Also, credit to
regardless. I
Ari
forgot he
who
was
pulled
still
up the
even. Like
and
I
as we said,
forgot. Hold on. I forgot he was still even the owner of the damn company.
neither I didn't know that either. So
I didn't even know that until like this year. I'm like, wait, he still owns the damn company, even though TKO bought him. Like, but apparently that happened, and I'm like, oh shit, he does own the company
and
still.
then he
And
had
then he
Ari
resigned again, and then he resigned again, and here we are. But this is his downfall. The last couple of years has been his downfall.
And I think as we said it too, and a lot of people see it, he can't weasel his way back in because he doesn't have majority owner. He's not the majority owner. That's Ari Emanuel
No,
and the rest of the team.
They told him, no, you got to sell your rights. If you're gonna resign again over this shit,
Because it all started when he sold
sell.
I think almost over $300 million worth of shares, and that in the TKO stock.
I think it was because I think TKO only owned like 10%. I think.
Yeah, I think 10 or 15%.
But I don't know. But like I'm not no mathematician, so I don't know the exact amount of money that one owned.
All I know, it was a shit ton of money. Let's put it that way.
It was a shit ton of money for TKO, but even more of a shit ton of money for Vince. But now he ain't got that money because he had to sell that because he resigned over this essay and allegation that's going on.
And then also being accused of being a sex trafficker too, which God,
that makes it worse.
Okay. But moving on to some of the positive stuff, we can get that shit out of the way. Yes, I'm sorry we had to get that.
We had to do that first. We had to talk about it. We had to speak out about that shit.
So, the 2024 Royal Rumble's in the books, and honestly, I was kind of a bit disappointed in a sense.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, I need to turn that fucking chat off, for one.
So just mute it.
I can't mute it because we're on stream right now. But I understand, like, people want surprises and all this other shit. Not every Rumble has to have a surprise.
That's true.
That's the thing. And honestly, I think Sami Zayn coming in at 30 was a surprise enough. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the men's Rumble being what it was.
It was
the women's
iffy.
Rumble. That was some mind-blowing shit.
And I will say, this year's Women's Royal Rumble was a bit better, even though it was very sluggish. And you see some little bit.
It was a bit sluggish. Like, there were some botches here and there, but they were really, like, peppered in.
But I think overall it was a pretty decent event, but just you could have done so much more with it.
But let's go through the women's match though, since we're talking about it. Like, it was some botches peppered in sometimes. Like, it was a bit sloppy at times, a bit sluggish at times. But let's talk about one of the moments that really broke wrestling. Completely off the hinges.
Because I had to text this dude during
completely off the hinges. I was taking a nap because I was sick. I was sick that day.
Of course. The worst thing is to get sick.
So I got up because I hear bling bling, because that's Facebook Messenger's ringtone, bling bling. So I got up to my phone screen going bright, waking me up, and then the Messenger ringtone, and you're like, dude, Jordan Grace is in the Rumble. I go, what? And I'll go, hyperspeed. I turn on freaking Peacock. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, she came out as the number 5 entrant. And it's also kind of funny too, the fact that her and Naomi had a stare down, because for those who did not watch,
they mentioned her winning against Naomi at an Impact taping, and then called her the TNA Knockout Champion instead of butchering it and calling her the TNA Women's Champion like they did Mickey that one time.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, they didn't even know she was even signed with TNA. But now they're like, well, I think we kind of have this partnership now that we kind of ran into. Let's just utilize it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but it was crazy. It was nuts.
Like, I would, because
somebody with no ties to WWE, man. Somebody with no ties with WWE. I did not expect that at all.
Because, and I saw a reporter that there was Jordan Grace is gonna be there. It's like, yeah, that's not a bunch of nonsense.
Somebody posted a picture on Instagram where they had Jordan Grace pictured, and they had like the Royal Rumble logo in like the corner to like tease like she was there.
I didn't really, but I saw it and I didn't really believe it. It's like,
I
nah.
was like, nah, they're reaching. That's a reach.
And
That's a
then
fan made. I'm like, that's a fan made picture. That's a reach.
but her music hits, her TNA music hits. It's like, well, shit.
And if you saw Santi's app's reaction, that was basically mine. When Rob texted me,
that was
shut the fuck up.
Pretty much.
No way.
Coming back was a great surprise in its own right. Even though we kind of knew she was coming back.
That was great. That was great, but it was expected though, so it wasn't really a surprise. It was expected. You know, she had lost the title. She lost her rematch. We expected, yeah, she's going to WWE. I feel like Jordan Grace being there was more of a surprise.
And then,
but now the Royal Rumble actually feels like a Royal Rumble because you have people from other freaking companies coming in.
And then you also had the debut of Jade fucking Cargill too, which is like,
bro. I'm excited for the like. Did you hear the pop this woman got?
Exactly. And I gotta say, the best moment that we saw from her was just staring down Bianca Belair. And did we not just say there's a potential?
Like, inject this into my veins.
Well, that was something cool. And you know, and
then like a minute later, she picks up Nia with ease and eliminates her by herself.
Yeah, let's say like it was nothing. It's like, God damn.
I was like, Jesus.
And yes, R-Truth, you know, kind of pulling that shenanigans after.
But here's the thing: I predicted it as a joke. I didn't think that we would go through with doing that, but they did.
I mean, they pulled the trigger on it just for the.
I'm like, holy shit, they did it.
But I think overall, and then I think it was an okay Royal Rumble this year. At least it was somewhat slightly better than what it was. I was the past couple of years, I would say, you know, because the last couple of Royal Rumbles were very
kind of mid. Kind of mid.
This was kind of above average, if I would have to put this on a.
Yeah, but this was above. Yeah, this was above average, but like, wow.
And speaking of Jake,
we're getting people from other companies to come in to do the Rumble.
Yeah, exactly.
You never thought that would happen ever.
No.
in WWE ever.
Not under not under Triple H's
not under Triple H. Not under Triple H. Not under Triple H. If Vince was there, this wouldn't have happened. Never would have happened.
But speaking with Jade Cargill, she thinks she'll make match with Bianca when that time comes. Hey, why the fuck not?
Let it fucking happen. Let it fucking happen.
And it's not just Jade Cargill. We saw the debut. We also saw the return of Andrade for them on the men's side, which was.
I didn't like that the fans were like, "Yeah, who cares?" Like, come on,
dude. I'm happy,
bro. I'm over
remember,
the damn moon.
Andre's a Triple H guy who remembers.
Dude, I'm over the. Hold on. I'm over the damn moon about this, man.
Especially with the new theme that sounds like that slaps.
Honestly, I mean, I kind of wish it was his old theme, but then again, I'm like, they don't exactly have the rights to it anymore because they fired the people who made that theme.
Yeah.
So it's like, they don't have the rights to it. So I understand why they changed it. But it'll take some time to grow on me. But Andrade's back. That's cool. That's a cool moment. The fact that we got the apple spitting at the Rumble. Got an apple spit in the Rumble, bro. To Santos Escobar at the Rumble. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I was waiting for a reaction. You're just like all deadpan.
Sorry, I kind of zoned out a little bit.
All right, but we got the apple spitting at the Rumble, man.
I was like, damn.
The Santos, bro. To eliminate him. The apple spit. He ain't cool. He was on doubt again.
Yeah.
Are you good, bro?
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I just had the blue screen of death.
Somebody insert if somebody has a soundboard. Hold on. I got a soundboard on my phone. I don't know if it'll pick up because
Oh yeah, like the old dial up. It's like.
Hold on. Hold on. This is a good moment to use it.
Oh God.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear this?
I don't know if I can.
Oh, it didn't pop up. Ah, damn. It don't work, bro. It don't work when I'm on stream on my phone. Damn it.
Weird.
Hold on.
But
Hold on. Better plan. I forgot I had my tablet charged. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. I know this is a long joke, but bear with me here. Bear with me, guys. Ugh. But anyway.
But the fact that But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of because did we? Because I think you and I kind of talked about that because we were kind of worse. Like I think it was a post COVID that we were worried about. That was like we weren't not going to see that.
See what?
The Apple spit. Because I know because that was one of your biggest worries.
Yeah, that was more so me that was worried. I'm like, we haven't seen the Apple spit at all during this first run. Like he did it once in NXT, and I kind of was like, all right, we might see it. Because he did it once in NXT. I'm like, that's just NXT. It's not really me. There's not a lot of sponsors for that show. There's not a lot of viewers for that show. It's like, it's a second-rate show.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, I really don't care if it's on NXT. I like if he doesn't do it on the main roster, it's because of COVID. COVID happened. But like, it's just because like. I'm gonna use my tablet as a soundboard, by the way, so y'all know.
But yeah,
or no, I won't because I have to download it and all that painstakingly bullshit. All right, I'm just gonna. I'll be back, y'all. I'm gonna be coming on the tablet here.
All right, and then while Tyler,
and then turn this shit off first. Turn the notifications off on this shit. Well, that's gonna be on the tablet, but yeah, I have to turn it off. Whoops. Okay. I don't want to fucking block. Okay. Jesus.
Well, Jesus ain't here, so.
I'm getting all. Oh, shush.
Sorry, I had to do it.
I'm getting like 15 notifications because I didn't even turn it off.
Well, damn. But
anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be on the tablet, and then I'm gonna give you what your brain's doing, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine, but yeah.
But you can keep talking about whatever. So
but yeah,
dead air.
as well, Tyler fixes that and gets that all set up and whatnot. I did originally agree with Tyler because it really was one of those things. It's like, are they really going to bring back what he had? Obviously, back in 06, where they just spit the apples. That's like because it's like, oh, they want to do it because it's like post COVID. You don't want to catch it. Oh, and there's Tyler again.
Oh, there's me. Here I am. All right, but for this time.
Oh God.
I know this is a long running joke because I took my sweet ass time and not even realize that my freaking tablet was
fully charged.
All right, so I'm gonna turn this shit up. This is what
This is what Rob's brain is. Can you
Yeah.
hear it?
But God, asshole. Yeah, that's my brain in a nutshell. But and speaking of that too, and it's also the fact that and obviously for those who are not right, CM Punk's gonna be out for more than a few months. Shocker.
Yeah, because he's out because of an injury.
Torn triceps. And I think you kind of know he got hurt because if anybody watched that Future Shock DDT, like you could have saw something that just you saw him just kind of roll towards the ropes. It's like after grabbing a strike.
And plus that entire time, Rob, you know what he was doing? He was grabbing his arm after the match.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh well, there. Boy, so that's going to throw a monkey wrenches into some plans, I guess you could say. But besides that, it really does suck from for Punk. But at the same time, it's like the dude's not a spring chicken anymore. It's like I'm afraid he's going to be. Well,
he might go after a few years. He might go.
Yeah,
but
it's going to this guy. But yeah, kind of sucks for CM Punk. I know, and obviously in terms with, and obviously I showed Tyler a potential thumbnail for another video that we're going to have coming up when Drew, because especially with Drew McIntyre, because we talked on him a lot, even though screw you.
I wouldn't promote. Hold on, whoa! I wouldn't promote it yet because we don't know if he's going to sign a new deal or not. We don't know.
But
so hold off on promoting it. Hold off.
So for those who did watch the Rumble, we were supposed to see Brock, but unfortunately he got pulled. But he had his probably the best replacement I've seen it in a very long time for the Royal Rumble. Braun Breaker took his place in the Royal Rumble. And honestly, that was kind of honestly, that's how I would have done it with Braun Breaker. And now, Tyler, I think you're going to like this one. He has hinted he is going to stay on the main roster to go after the Judgment Day.
I saw the clip. He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the company says. I'm ready to go. Go on the main roster.
Dude.
And to be honest, I'm excited for him. If this was like his call-up promo, then I'm happy for him.
For sure. And at the same time, our dude has a football background, but the dude, he is fucking fast as well. And it's actually, and I haven't said, watching the Royal Rumble this year, I gave like a straight B plus because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't really terrible. It was kind of like one of those pay-per-views that were middle of the road kind of thing.
For me, I kind of agree. Like, for me, what killed it for me, it wasn't that the fact that the men's Rumble didn't have any surprises. It was the fact that they tried to do the whole thing again with Roman winning via, interference again, which they kind of failed at that, which I'm okay with that. But then they ended the U.S. title match rather anticlimactic.
Yeah, even that was a bunch of nonsense.
I'm like, that's stupid. You ended it like that, like. And I thought it was stupid, but then I feel like what saved the show a bit was Women's Rumble. That's what saved it a bit, not because of surprises. It was a good Rumble. It was a good Rumble for them, even though it was a bit wonky. They had a good Rumble. So yeah, it was a really really good show. Not really the best, but it was really good.
And even Jade Cargill actually chimed in on her Royal Rumble debut, pretty much saying, "quote I was just excited. The locker room showed me nothing but love. I was a little bit nervous, but once I heard the sound of the WWE Universe, I feel like I was undeniable." don't know.
Well,
I don't. She
well, bro, and people were like, "Well, why didn't she go to NXT? She can't wrestle. She can't wrestle." She was out for a damn freaking year training, so she would skip NXT. You should have known this.
Like,
because
she automatically screams the main roster. Like
she has that aura. She has that aura about her where she's a star. She doesn't need the goddamn training in NXT to become a star. She's a star.
And in terms of what she said about with her showdown with Bianca, which I really hope that they're going to build this up properly, because good Lord, that is money waiting to happen. But this is basically what she said, saying, quote, I mean, we're going to see what happens. I would rather work with the great Bianca Belair. I think she's phenomenal. I think she's a great representation for the African-American community. We're going to make magic whether we work against or together. We're going to make magic. Boy, could you imagine those two as a tag team? Good fucking God, because someone's going to get squashed. But that's besides the point.
Somebody's going to get killed. Somebody's going to get killed if they're a tag team. Someone's going to get killed.
I like her way of thinking that, because look, Bianca's done a lot. Don't get it twisted. And having someone like, with Jade, who has potential to become a world champion for the women's division, and the fact that she's wants to pick out the best, I'm okay with that. I'm very happy with that, because let's be real, and me and Tyler could say, we show. Oh God, here we go. Oh my God, Tyler. This is going to. God damn it. I don't know what I was thinking now. God damn it.
I had to.
Oh. Well, okay, like I was saying before, I completely had that blue screen of death moment, and Tyler had to go pull the guys. Yeah, and that's going to be a running joke. But like I was saying...
It's going to be a running joke now.
But I do think...
I got a soundboard for that damn moment. I swear I did, dude.
Yeah, but I really do think... I really do hope this actually does happen, whether if they work together as a tag team, or hell, go be as competitor, have a rivalry to go in. Either way, you can't go wrong with those two, and especially, come on, one of the best of the two powerhouses, especially, well, outside of Rhea, I would say, in terms of the powerhouses in that women's division, and also too, and it's actually pretty nice to see a fresh face in the women's division for a change. But I've liked what I've seen from her. Let's go. You really can't complain of her debut. I mean, being in the final four of the Royal Rumble. I can't. Yeah. I've just like, I've never seen anyone who debuted at the Rumble who was part of a final four.
Yeah,
especially for someone like a Jade Cargill, for example.
But honestly, what amazed me wasn't only that she was the final four. She was in the final three. She was the third to the last. She was the third to last competitor to get eliminated, or second to last competitor to get eliminated. Like she was there. She was in that main event, level of that. What do you want to be as a main event star in the Rumble? You want to be in that final three.
And Jay Cargill is definitely showing that, and that's and in terms of, and honestly, I thought it was actually a pretty good spot for her at 28. Even though I think number 30 would have been a better, quite honestly, been a better spot. You got to save the best debut for last, but I can't complain, especially with the reception she's gotten since.
Yeah, and it was just like, I think what killed it for some people was they're expecting AJ to return, which
I didn't think it was going to happen.
I had a glimmer of hope that it might happen, but like and then I realized she's content with being retired.
Yeah,
she's happy with being retired and being a writer and being a producer for the Women's of Wrestling show, which she's killing it at.
Yeah.
But I feel like that Rumble, that women's Rumble, was just top tier. Like in my
Yeah,
opinion,
it
like
was a lot better than as we said the last couple of years in terms of the women's rumble, which the last
oh,
obviously I would say the span of 5 years. I would say since they were doing because what did they introduce it? What 2018 was the first women's Royal Rumble?
they introduced it. I think 2018. Yeah,
Okay, so
the
it's
first one
almost
was the first one was pretty good, but and I think 2021's was good or 2022 was good
yeah. I think 2022
because
had a solid one.
that was like the start of the TNA partnership.
Yeah, I forgot
So
about that.
they put in Mickey in there in her hardcore country gimmick with that theme,
Even
which
that's
was
still
mind
kind of
fucking blown.
yeah. I know.
She was the
I was
freaking
just like
she was the knockouts champion at that time too, so she came out with the belt. Now, 2 years later, you have Jordan Grace in the match again. So you have that partnership still. You utilize that partnership. Last year, you didn't utilize that partnership because Vince weaseled his way back in.
and the
Let's
way
be
that
honest.
Triple Mickey James on the and how Mickey James was treated on the way out was a whole nother in its entirety was
Well, we're not gonna talk about that any further. We talked about that. Freaking, we beat a dead freaking horse with that. Like,
yeah.
let's not talk about that. But yeah, we didn't get the partnership last year because let's be honest, Vince came back and he axed that partnership. But
Which
then when he left, it felt like TNA was more comfortable to rekindle that partnership, which they did. Jordan Grace was there. So I feel like last year's was kind of lackluster. This year's was better because you now can have a legit Royal Rumble where you have other people from other companies be in the match.
yeah, and Jordan Grace. I mean, I thought she actually didn't do too bad.
No, she was pretty good in that Rumble. She lasted a pretty decent amount of time.
Even though I'm still kind of still shitting a brick after that.
Dude, I've been shitting a brick for like the last couple of days about it. Like, dude, like no one expected it. Like, did we? But here's the thing. I was shitting a brick more that we called that shit too. Like we were saying, what if Jordan Grace is there? Like, what if
Because we
she's a
didn't.
surprise?
I,
We were just throwing
I,
names. We were just throwing names out there.
I didn't think that
You
Triple
know,
H would pull the fucking trigger on it. So
I didn't think he would do it either. I didn't think he would do it. But then again, it was Triple H, so we kind of should have expected it.
yeah, but we never
He
really
cares
think.
about working with. He cares about working with other companies and making them succeed as well as
Well,
WWE.
but yeah, and speaking of another return, Liv Morgan. I know a lot of coming out. Was it number 30? I think she was that
People
her.
were like, that should have been a returning, or that should have been a legend, or that should have been somebody that we don't expect.
She Liv Morgan returned it because because here's the thing. The way I look at it, because look, with Bailey winning it, for some reason she's going to go after EO. And you'll see a lot of people don't really talk about a potential.
It's
Liv
not just
Morgan.
that though. I'm not even talking about that.
Here it is.
I'm talking about Liv in her 30 spot.
I thought it was actually perfect where she was. But
Dude,
yeah,
I'm like, dude. I'm like, y'all are expecting legends and crazy comebacks and
even though
like
we've seen that one too many times, it's time for.
no, here's the thing though. The fans are just like they're so accustomed to the Rumble being about freaking crazy returns like that.
Oh yeah.
A legend returns, like somebody from like their like past eras, or somebody from another company. They're not gonna get that every fucking time.
No.
Be lucky that the one time it happened, it was at the 5 spot.
That's true.
Like, be lucky it happened at all. Not every Rumble has to have somebody from another company show up.
Because
I get that.
And I saw one TikTok creator, where and with the men's too, with Cody winning it for the obviously first time we've seen a repeat winner in the past 26 years. But this actually did make a lot of sense Now,
now with Seth being hurt and now Punk being hurt, somebody had to win that.
And Cody winning it, I have no issues with that because I mean we're going to see this shit once again, and I hope they do pull the fucking trigger on this, which they should have done it last year at the last year's WrestleMania, but that's besides the point. But a lot of people don't know that Gunther could be an option to take on Seth at the main event of either I think night 1 in WrestleMania, and then Gunther himself, he's going to try to might vacate the IC belt, and then we're going to see a different. I think like it's some.
I feel like it'll be Gunther and Seth with Gunther winning. Yeah, he's going to vacate the belt, like you said.
And then we're going to.
I think we're going to get Gunther and Punk.
Oh,
I think that's what we're getting. You know, at a later pay-per-view.
Get surgery on that torn tricep. He's going to miss 4 to 6 months.
Oh, and then we might just get like more rematches and Seth eventually winning the last month, and then we'll get Punk and Rollins.
Yeah, and I think this, and I think if we're gonna get Gunther and Rollins at this year's WrestleMania, I do think we're gonna see Gunther and probably Punk at next year's WrestleMania 41, if you want to go that route. And look. And as we said,
now we don't know what's going to happen at 41 yet, but like it has to make sense with the story. It has to make sense. So we don't know what the story is going to hold there. So it wouldn't make sense to have it at 41, in my opinion, because we don't know what makes sense yet.
And don't get me wrong, I'm excited for WrestleMania this year, but boy, it's been good. Most storylines are going to get derailed by injuries. Yeah. Punk tearing his triceps the Rumble. You had Seth with a busted knee. It's a bit of a mess.
Hey, you have Drew. You have Seth with a busted knee. Punk with a torn triceps.
You got and again
you have Liv just coming back from injury.
Yeah, from that busted shoulder. Cursey,
a busted shoulder.
There's just a lot of
everybody's just going down like flies. Everyone's going down.
Yeah, and you have and I think I saw this too. If you want to, because the way look, and you can't really expect injuries. Look, it's going to happen regardless. And knowing Punk at his age, he's going to be built like glass. And I really hate to say that. And even you saw him turn his time in AEW, couldn't stay healthy. Like he's just not the same.
Bro, he jumped a guardrail and broke his foot.
Like, and we just facepalmed when we saw that report. It's like, why? It doesn't make sense.
That whole thing could have been avoided. Let's be honest. That whole thing could have been avoided. But then he came back, and then he came back. He got himself.
Oh.
He got himself suspended over the fight that happened backstage at All Out, and then he came back, got to another fight, got fired, and then he's back in the V, which he's been relatively fine, and then now he just torn his tricep. He got hurt. So
and
his longevity, it's coming into question now.
Yeah, his longevity and durability is questionable, and I mean, and I really hate it. You really can't fault Punk for that because I mean, as we get older, our durability is not going to be the same as it used to be.
Yeah, you really can't fault him because he just jumped a guardrail and broke his foot. It's hard to do if you're younger. Jump a guardrail, break your foot. But the thing is like, the other two instances in AEW that were kind of his fault, but I'm going to exclude that.
Because we already
breaking your foot, tearing your triceps. It's like you had 2 injuries in the span of like a few years. Like, dude, like something's got to give for the guy.
Yeah, because originally on paper we could have. Because we were still going ahead with Punk and Rollins at probably night 1 of WrestleMania. Now
we were going to go ahead and do that. We were going to go like, all right, if like, and we were speculating like since Seth's hurt and he ain't gonna win the Rumble anyway. But like, I don't see that narrative being true because he only busted up his knee. He's only gonna be out for like 2 months.
Well, that depends if he doesn't get surgery on that a torn MCL and holy crap.
But he's not gonna have surgery. It seems like.
So
he said he's going to be at Mania, so he's not going to have surgery. So he's going to be out for like what, 2 weeks? Not 2 weeks, like 2 months.
About 2 months, give or take. And
but Punk, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
And for Mania,
I don't see that narrative. I don't.
But I do think Gunther's going to find a way to get his opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship, which I feel
that's surefire now. That's surefire. Immediately, that's surefire now. Because when he the final, wasn't he in that Final Four?
I think Final Four or Final Three. I was in the Men's Royal Rumble.
If he's in that final 3, right? We already know Cody's going after Roman if he wins, right?
Oh, that was given.
That was given. So he's out of that picture. The only two in that picture with Seth was Punk and Gunther. Punk's injured. So the next man up, that's Gunther.
And Gunther's and Gunther's at this point is ready to, and yeah, all we're gonna say is God help Seth Rollins' chest come Mania.
He'll get his chest cavity freaking ripped up.
Oh yeah, also the fact too, you also had a chop Larry Gunther and Drew McIntyre had a fucking chop off in the Final Four.
Honestly, I don't know if Becky Lynch talked to him and told him to have surgery. I don't think he should have surgery. Seth is a bit stubborn. Seth is too stubborn for that. He don't even listen to his wife about it, And plus, the injury is not serious where he's in dire need for surgery.
Now,
because they gave him a choice. They gave him a choice: either have the surgery or don't, and just stay off your feet.
I don't think you can still.
Shit, if I had it my way and somebody told me have surgery or stay off your feet, Netflix all day, every day.
Yep.
Carry me to the damn bathroom if you have to.
But sucks to see what happened to Punk. But I think Gunther. I think it's time. It's Gunther. It's time to have his moment.
Yeah, I think it's Gunther's time.
And also too, and Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser actually made some history too, and a very good one too. He was kind of the first. He actually lasted a lot longer than a lot of people are giving him credit for, and also the very first German superstar to actually last I think almost 10 minutes in the Rumble before getting eliminated. So yeah, so WWE acknowledged that seeing a German superstar actually, lasting a good bit. Well, I want to say 10 minutes is really not that much, but
10 minutes is like a good decent amount. But like,
well, then again,
if he would have went 20 to 30 minutes in the match, that would have been
awesome. That would have been better. Then again, same can be said for Chelsea, who only lasted 5 seconds. So sorry.
I don't think she lasted 5 seconds.
Yeah, the WWE acknowledged that.
But I don't think she was awake for most of it. I think she was knocked out cold and she was out and she was not awake.
But as we said, injuries suck. And you really do hate seeing some of these guys like a Punk, especially the Rollins, who I know a lot of people hate how he's the champion is, but the dude has done a lot with the damn belt. I gotta give him a ton of credit for that. Now I think with Seth Rollins.
Seth, yeah, he's done a lot with the belt. Yeah,
even with a busted knee too. It's and it sucks too. He does have a bit of a knee history. Because I think the last time he had fucked up his knee was at a 2015 house show when he tore his ACL and had missed about an entire year. Oh god, and that was the same year we still had to go through the damn big dog Roman Reigns bullshit. Oh, good lord!
But also 2015 was it kind of felt like 2015, because after Seth went down, a lot of others went down, and then
that is true. I mean,
look who's look who was getting a prominent push then. 2024 is basically 2015.
yeah, you know what? I never really made that correlation, but it does make sense. And we are having guys that, well, let's be real, who are well deserving of a prominent push, aka Gunther, which is finally we're going to see that at Mania, and obviously, you know, it sucks. I would, as we say, because this year's been nothing but I would say a slight downward year, so to speak, because you had a lot of most of your roster, whether it's from Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, going down with injuries. Well, mostly NXT, who lost a shit ton of people to injury.
Yeah, but no one really cares about NXT that much, to be honest.
Yeah,
which I get why you don't like watch NXT that much.
Now,
but like,
since with Andrade and Naomi returning, but there were a few reports that actually did say, you know, where they're going to be on the respective brands. Naomi is going to stay on SmackDown, and Andrade is going to be on Raw tonight. Be a part of.
Yeah, for me that's fine because Naomi screams SmackDown.
Yeah,
I don't think she would ever fit on Raw. She screams SmackDown to me. Andrade, he screams Raw, so that makes sense too. That makes total sense.
Because that would be interesting to see again if they ever do that pairing. Selena and Andrade.
Problem is, Zelina's on SmackDown.
Ah, crap! I forgot about that. I forgot.
She's with the LWO still. She was on She's with Ray and LWO.
Even though
still,
but outside of that, you know, it's finally good to see. Finally, WWE's actually realizing Braun Breaker's right. About time, because we've been saying that for about 5-6 months.
No, I don't know if that it was a tease or not. I feel like he's just saying he's ready. I'm not sure, but
then again, I
gotta see where that lies. You know, like, yeah, we can speculate. We can speculate all day, but we don't know.
Well, we're gonna wait until see it tonight. On Raw. Where's he gonna? I think no. I don't know. Like if Braun does get called up, where do you put him?
Raw.
Yeah, I think he suits. God, I feel bad for anyone who's gonna have to get in the ring with him, because for those who don't. But last and final thing before we get to your guys' favorite segment, which is called Guess the Wrestler's Theme Song, which is my turn this week to get this bastard, because this dude got me 3 times. 3 fucking times on the most simplest.
3 fucking times, and I hit a home run with 1 2 weeks ago.
I call it that some lucky bullshit.
One bullshit. Luck. One bullshit.
Besides that, Trish Stratus is open to an in-ring return at WWE Money in the Bank, which is going to be in Canada.
Again. Hang up the boots, please. The last one wasn't great.
Oh, good Lord. That's so.
Please just give it up. I love you and all, you're a legend, but please give it up.
Yeah, you know, I want Tyler on this one. Look, and then again, and these wrestlers are athletes, and that's kind of a habit that, like, it's going to be a habit for them to break when they retire or at least try to hang it up.
Because I get it. You love wrestling. You don't want to give it up. I get it. But like, and to me, I feel like her skill has kind of gotten a bit meh that last run.
Yeah.
Like she tried to hit the damn thing where the person's on the top rope and she like goes into a freaking handstand or headstand or whatever.
Yeah.
And like flips her like Hurricane Rana.
That was bad.
I'm like she botched most of them.
Yeah, that was her match with Becky Lynch at the Payback pay-per-view in the steel cage match.
I was like, oh my god. But that match itself is a banger. So I understand like You left on you left on a high note. Just end it. End
Yeah.
it. You
Like
know?
you've done so much for this
You've done
company,
so much for wrestling. Just end it.
but like I said, right now it's not even confirmed if she does want to have another match. But she's not opposed to the option of coming back from one more. But we'll see. We'll see how that really goes out. But in terms of the topic segment, that is going to do it. But it's time for Guess the Wrestler's theme.
Hit me, bro.
Alrighty. It's actually no, that's okay. Let's go with this one. So we are like this came out. Okay, so time frame we are back. Well, actually, you know what? No, this is not the. You're not gonna. I don't think you're not gonna get this one because that's an old one. Okay, come on, computer, any goddamn day no. But well, let's do.
Come on, bro.
Hold up. Gotta find. Let's do. Okay. Let's do. No, we did that. Okay, let's do this one. So what? This. So we're going to a video game album. I think a lot. Not gonna say it, but it's the more familiar ones.
So it's not even an entrance theme.
Actually, you know what? Nah, let's. No, that was the wrong one I clicked on.
We said guess the entrance, not video game theme songs, bro.
Let's do.
That's not how this works, Rob. This is not how this works.
Okay, here's a good one. So this. Okay, so we talked about Guess the Wrestler. So we're going to the late, or this actually came out in 02. So
the year I started watching. Okay.
So I think that we're gonna go with this one. So this,
Okay.
so we're going. Okay, so he could we see? So this was 02. It's a dude. I think he was on Raw.
Raw.
And I would say probably he has it. Well, I'm going to leave it at that.
Was he a main eventer at least? Main eventer or mid quarter?
This dude would be a mid carder by today's standards.
No, not by today's standards. I'm talking about then.
Oh, yeah.
So he was a mid carder then. Okay.
Well, damn this. Okay. Well, I want to do a different theme because apparently
just hit me with it. Just hit me with it. I might not get it.
Okay. So we're gonna go to the women's division in 02. Hall of Famer.
I told you to hit me with the guy one. Whatever. Just go with the women.
What the fuck?
02 woman. Raw, SmackDown. Are we not doing that one?
Well, that album that I picked was a dud.
Let me guess. You found a little instrumental.
Yeah, most of them were instrumentals.
I hate that so much, man. When I look up shit.
Okay, let's try this one.
All right, what year?
Okay, we're still in 02.
02.
Okay, so this is for. God damn it! This is an instrumental too. Fuck.
Okay, what the fuck?
God, that's okay. Let me see. No.
It wouldn't be easier if we could do like if we had like a copyright thing where we could actually play the music.
Okay, let's just do this. Screw it. Okay, okay, so I will say this too. This album came out in 2012.
Okay, so we're at the tail end of my first run as a fan.
Pretty much. Let's do. No, that's easy. Okay, let's. Nope, that's an instrumental. That's not it. Let's do them. No, nope. Okay, I think I got it. So, okay, so so this theme came out in 2010.
Oh, 2010. Okay.
So this dude, he has won multiple championships, but is missing. Well, I don't want to give it two away, but
Dude, multiple championships.
But he's missing that one belt. I'll leave it at
The world
that.
title. The world title.
Eh,
The IC belt.
I'll leave it at that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
It goes on to say, the land will break and the seas will rise. The wind will rage as it burns the sky. All your beliefs will be broken and fall on your final day, and I'll end it all.
Is this Sheamus?
Damn it! God,
I knew when I heard the title names, I was like, I got you, motherfucker.
It was his old. Let's bro. I hope that really thinks that.
I got you, motherfucker.
Okay. Okay, give me another one.
That wasn't luck this time. I knew my shit.
No, that's from '96, and you're not going to get that one.
I knew my shit there, dude. You're like the one title he didn't get. I was like, IC title. You're like, yep. I'm like, I got you, motherfucker.
Okay. Let's do. Okay. So we are going to. No, that. Well, not that one, because that most of that theme has missing lyrics, so not doing that. Okay, let's travel all the way. No.
Please tell me I'm not gonna fuck around and go somewhere past my fucking era.
Okay, so we're time traveling back to 2007. Actually,
oh damn, 2007, huh?
Okay, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so this is from. Okay, so this is. She might have been. I got to remember correctly. Okay, so she had. Okay, this is a former diva. That's a Hall of Famer.
Diva Hall of Famer.
Has won multiple championships in her career.
Championship. Okay.
And that's all I'm going to give you.
You're not going to give me the year?
Apparently this didn't have. What is this? I don't know when they don't know when this theme came out. They don't have it listed. But
okay.
So right. It goes. Sometimes I wonder how I made this far. How I made it this far. I'm sorry, I missed a word. With all these people hating on me, y'all know who you are. Take a chance and try to come up in this game being a star.
This one might actually stump me.
Oh, I think I got you this time, motherfucker.
Oh, you got me. You fucking got me there. That just sounds so generic. Anyone would have had that. I give up. I give up.
That's true.
I heard what you said, but it just sounds so goddamn generic.
You're throwing the word, dude. It's time to rock and roll for Trish Stratus. That was the first verse by Lil Kim.
Fuck.
Like I said, she is a Hall of Famer, multiple championships.
There's been multiple Hall of Famers in the damn thing that were women, bro.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. I don't want to.
It could have literally been anybody.
Yeah. So now you get.
I hate you.
Because I didn't want to do the chorus because it would give you that right away. Because if I did say, "Whoa, it's time to rock and roll," you probably knew that right off the bat.
Well, yep, Trish. Yep, I would have said that.
But I had to get you with the first 4 lines of the first verse.
You motherfucker.
That's payback.
Listen, I'm 1 for 2 today. I'm not mad. I'm 1 for 2.
Yeah, so it was time to rock and roll, but then, according to the Genius, they never listed when that theme came out, which is kind of stupid.
That came out like 02, 03?
This was
I don't
from
think it came out.
WWE Anthology Disc 3 by Jim Johnson.
Yeah, I think WWE Anthology Disc 3. I think Anthology came out 03. I think Anthology came out.
Actually, let me double check that because Genius will tell you.
Yeah, I think WWE Anthology came out in 03. That album.
Nope. No, yeah, it was 02.
And also, son of a bitch, I can hear it now. Fuck. How the hell did I not get that? How?
Ooh. But yeah.
Fucking get God, Sheamus with supersonic speed though. I'll tell you that much.
I figured you would.
Super fucking yeah, because you were like you lured me in, bro. You lured me to fuck in. Oh, he only had one title that he's never won. I'm like, was it the world title? Nope. I'm like, I got you.
But
I'm like, was it the IC belt? You're like, yup. I'm like, that Sheamus, bitch.
But that is going to do it for episode number 69 of the It's Unique podcast. Appreciate you guys
Very
hanging out
nice.
with us. But if you guys make sure to like, subscribe, make sure to ring that notification bell, and shout out to everyone that's been in the chat. And that being said, we are out.
Peace.